First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Washington football team. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Ford Field. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Lions take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Broken tackle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the booths right now, The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stevens. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Washington.
He'll try and run with it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That was the veteran Jamie Collins busting through to make the stop. And behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Stevens. The throw taken in by Sims. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Washington first down.
First down, Stevens. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. C.J. Board, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battles.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. 30. 10. Touchdown. Detroit. Marvin Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Two seconds to go, first quarter. Throwing on first down, Stevens. Just keeping the play alive. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. To throw on second down, Stevens. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Stevens. And he finds McLaurin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Washington.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Stevens. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
To Terry McLaurin.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Stevens. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Romeo Okwara able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. At the 19-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10. Stevens. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Stevens. Eluding the pressure right. He's going up top for Taylor. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant.
Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A big run there by Johnson. 72 yards.
25-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, Johnson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the gun, Stafford. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over with the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He's got it in, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come.
Partner, you got a pretty good hoops background. You've seen those late-in-the-half plays designed to get them a last shot, give them momentum. I think this touchdown equates to that.
Absolutely, and then they can take the lead here into the lockers. Big-time play.
Yeah, and let's see what they designed coming out for the second half as well. Oftentimes when you get that momentum late, you find a way to carry it through.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. All going deep here for Taylor. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 26. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 yards there. 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Stafford going to lead with Swift on the draw. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
On the tackle.
But one thing we certainly know, Alabama churns out first-round picks, and there's another nice play there by one of them, Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
1st down, Washington.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Stevens. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
The gun, Stevens. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 39. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
At the Lions' 39-yard line.
A 3rd quarter now, and a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on second down. Stevens. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stevens. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Gibson down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 16. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little.
That way we'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On second down, it's Gibson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Ball carrier.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
It's 3rd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This is a 26-yard attempt.
26-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on second down. Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Montez Sweat in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Stafford now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
And this offense needs a touchdown. A field goal won't get it done in this situation. But after giving up back-to-back sacks, things are looking a little bit bleak.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he will bring this one back as a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Justin Hopkins on for the extra point.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Stafford here, coming off his pick 6. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun. Stafford, he's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it was incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
On downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, Stevens. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. C.J. Bird. 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes this Washington 31. Lions 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film and find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
Let's see what they do here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
50-50. Hey, go here.
One last throw here for Stafford. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over.
Get me. Let's go.
Today's final
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move.